I almost did this without clicking the record button.
Comments. Okay, last one.
But Dante is currently. Dante is currently making fun of a little blonde child, a little blonde girl, and her amazing singing voice. But I'm not gonna lie, if she was like older, like around like what 20 or 20 some years old, like and she was singing that much, her voice box would literally be dead. I'm not gonna hold you. Kind of like, oh wait, hold on. Kind of like how R&B is currently dead for like a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? According to Chris Brown, R&B is definitely dead, and according to a lot of other people, R&B is officially dead. I'm not gonna lie, R&B officially died. I don't know when, cause I wasn't really like a R&B kind of nigga. I think the closest that I got to R&B was Chris Brown. To be honest with you, I wasn't really a big R&B head. But let's see what niggas is talking about.
Shit blame, you know, a lot of the R&B people have to go introverted or look like they're emo to
yeah.
This is what we have to do. Like, but I feel like there's a scarcity of confident males that can sing.
At the dawning of popular music,
scarcity of confident males that can sing. I'm not gonna lie, the fat niggas been running that shit lately though. I'm not gonna hold you. But they ain't really R&B niggas, like, you know, Rod Wave and that Moray nigga and stuff like that. Like, it's not really R&B, but them niggas be singing with pure confidence, though. What the fuck is wrong with my man's head right here? Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. Is this AI?
Who's dominated the airwaves. A sound of
Yeah, why he look AI generated? Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry.
revolution in both its lyrics, musicality, and ability
Damn.
to transcend racial boundaries. R&B.
Nah, bro. Fuck that. This is not a real person. This is not a real person. Are any of these real people? This don't look like no woman now. Like, come on. What the fuck is going... What is this? I'm sorry. I'm dragging it. I'm sorry.
Over time, the genre progressed from the Motown sound of the
There we
70s
go.
to the flashiness of the 90s and slow-burning sensitivity of the early 2000s. Not to mention that in the 80s, Michael Jackson merged the sounds of pop and R&B in a way that made them...
Michael Jackson was definitely doing hit, like, definitely.
Nowadays, rappers sing...
I was about to say Michael Jackson was definitely doing his thing. He was doing more than his thing. He was the thing. I'm not gonna cap.
But when you start to
but SZA, really like on she's on fire right now though. But okay, so he's talking about men R&B, not really women, because women, they've been doing their thing when it came to R&B though. SZA, Summer Walker, etc., etc. Lizzo.
Like SZA, Doja Cat, and Summer Walker, to Georgia Smith and Kalani are so highly respected to the point that they're practically worshipped, the same can't be said for their male peers. And now, we're reaching a point where there is an entire generation of male R&B singers who haven't been able to reach the same level of fame and respect as someone like Usher, who is still labeled the king of R&B.
Hey man, you called me that.
Damn, that's crazy though.
And I'm gonna tilt my crown, knowing that I'm standing on the shoulders.
Because Chris Brown can clearly become that, but you know, because of like, you know, that Rihanna bullshit stuff,
You want to give me that?
people are still on his dick about it. Like, man, that shit was so long ago. Rihanna has forgiven him. He's apologized. He's done everything that he had to do to try to come back from this, but people are still just holding that over his head.
Once seemed like a worthy
you know?
Chris Brown's fan base has been divided ever since the Rihanna incident.
Rihanna was so skinny, god dang.
That were made for major radio, Breezy was cut from the same cloth as Michael Jackson. But as the shape of R&B changed, Chris has struggled to adapt, and now he's lashing out. When's the last time you heard a slow song on the radio? Saying R&B is dead. Respectfully, shut the f up. People nowadays want fast food instead of a real meal. Willing to point the finger at everyone
instead of a
but
real
himself,
meal.
The changing sound for R&B has led to a lot of frustration for an artist who always immediately went platinum. And when his 11th studio album Breezy reached an all-career low of number 4 on the charts, selling 72K first week, it was DJ Academics that really put things into perspective.
That's actually fucking crazy though.
Chris Brown should have been the week.
Some niggas would kill to get a fucking number 4 on the chart 72K first week. And that's crazy how that's a low ball for Chris Brown.
Weekend before the weekend. And I get it. I know you got blackball a little bit because of whatever Rihanna, but god damn it. Chris Brown, we don't want to hear you.
And that is kind of funny though, because Chris Brown is supposed to be on like the weekend level, for real, for real. Like, let's really keep it above. Chris Brown is supposed to be on like the weekend level type shit.
Over.
And is the weekend considered R&B? He is, right? Definitely. Or is it pop?
Metro Boomin. Those are songs for the moment. You're a icon. We want you to just give us classics we could dance to.
That's what I'm saying. What happens at that was like, you know, that was a time-defining song. You feel me?
Ever. And when I hear you on a song with ESTG, there's nobody in their mind that will play that song a year from now. That's what I'm trying to tell us.
What was the last
Who is
anthem that Chris Brown had that was going crazy, like everywhere though? What was the last one that he had that was really just going everywhere, crazy? I don't know.
But you got to embrace what you are. Make lifetime music.
In T-Pain's opinion, Chris's tantrum is part of a larger problem that has affected his career, mainly being that he has a sense of entitlement to him that really comes from everyone expecting him to be the next king of R&B for so long.
Now, Chris Brown is my mother, but I know what his faults are.
Alright, so I want to talk to you about Atlas VPN.
Not gonna lie, fuck your VPN. Even though that is exactly what I need right now, because I really want to get, you know, affiliated on Discord and stuff like that, but I really don't want people to swipe my IP and, you know, shut my whole house down. Back to the video. Come on!
Money back guarantee. That said, let's get back to the
Just gonna have
video.
Dante just silently
Princess
playing on
Complex
this screen right
is
here.
When you not only get what you want, but you get the accolades of a pretty person for doing absolutely nothing and just being pretty. The second that the first real mother comes to you and say, hey, you ain't that pretty, it's over. So now it's like, y'all must have done something wrong. Because
Y'all must have done something wrong.
that I've done
Not
every
me.
time that it's gone great. So now y'all must have done something wrong because it ain't me. I'm Chris Brown.
At the tail end of last year, his scheduled performances at the AMAs was cut last minute due to advertiser concern.
He was supposed to, I remember hearing about this because he was supposed to do some Michael Jackson tribute with Sierra. That was gonna be fire. That was supposed to be fire, but you know, due to his past history and stuff like that, I think the promoter had, like, you know, canceled it.
Concerns about his past, and even though they claimed it was nothing personal, in true Chris form, he took it to heart.
It was
Seems
definitely
like y'all
personal,
only
but
invested in negative stories about me.
it was
Chris gets
crazy.
in trouble, the whole world is on it. I'm back on my gangster. It's bracking at all times. While Breezy arguably ruined his own career, another talented artist who failed through his own personal misadventures is Tory Lanez, a versatile artist who could easily leap between R&B and hip hop.
For real, but hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that verdict came out, and it is what it is.
Traditional form. For a while, it really felt like Tory was giving fans the R&B they craved. But after everything that happened with the Megan Thee Stallion shooting,
Tory was
case,
doing his thing
audiences'
R&B
love for
wise,
Lanez
but
immediately disappeared. And
You're
now
crazy.
he's facing major prison time. But even if it isn't due to a
And
personal
he hasn't,
failing like with Chris or
I don't
Tory,
think he's
there's
been sentenced
another
yet, to keep it a
reoccurring
buck. I
trend
don't
of
think he's been
talented
sentenced.
up-and-coming R&B artists failing to live up.
I don't know.
to their
He's looking at
potential.
a lot of
Emerging
years.
from the same creative fertile scene that gave us Odd Future's Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, and the internet, Frank's entire career has been an exercise in subverting everything that you need to do to become a superstar in normal terms. Defined as an album artist who creates incredible conceptual suites for audiences to delve into time and time again, Frank's records may have topped the charts, but he's never so much as guested on a feature that's entered the top 10. A man who values his art and privacy over courting the mega stardom that those who came before him enjoyed, Frank hasn't even unveiled an album since 2016's Blonde.
I haven't
More than
even
elusive
heard
creative
not one
force like
song from
Prince
Frank,
than
though, to
he
keep it
ever
a
was
buck with y'all.
disciple of Michael Jackson, Frank creates in a vacuum
fake
that's
ass
far
nigga for that.
removed from R&B stardom. Besides, the major
Because I've
label
seen
machine
that
would
album
never,
cover
ever
like
get behind
literally
him, ever since he
everywhere. I've
famously
always
finessed
seen that
Def Jam
album
and
cover in
Universal
almost
out of $20
anything,
million.
like, you know,
He had
any
a
video
deal, and
revolving
he didn't
around
put out an
music.
album
Like,
for
really,
years.
really. That,
And
like, that's
with
how you
his
know
deal,
how
he
influential that
literally
album really
figured out
was.
how to get
But it's
20
like,
million
I don't know.
from Lucian Grange, drop his deal, figure out
Wasn't
how
really
to make the funds
into Frank
apply
like
to a
that.
whole other
R&B
album,
in general, that
book
just was not
album,
my
get
thing.
out his deal all in one round. Do you know how embarrassed the record industry was?
Where Frank has chosen to play by his own rules.
What did he do? He finessed
From Lucian Grange, drop his deal, figure out how
20
to
mil?
make the funds apply to a whole nother album.
I mean,
give him a
shit.
good album,
He wasn't
get
just-
out his deal all in one round.
He
Do
wasn't
you know
just
how
handsome.
embarrassed
He
the
was
record
smart too.
industry
How you
was?
finesse a
Where
music
Frank has
company out
chosen
of
to
20
play by
mil?
his own rules.
That
There
is
are other
crazy.
artists who intended to play the game, only for it to leave them in the dust. Take
They
Bryson
probably
Tiller, for
blackballed him.
example. A man who once had
Bryson
potential to
Tiller.
alter
I'm not
the
gonna
entire
lie.
genre's
Okay, when it came to
DNA trap
R&B
soul,
though, his name
Bryson
was.
later admitted that he was
Don't.
depressed while
I kept
making his
hearing that
follow-up to
shit
True Himself
everywhere.
and fully admitted to his
Even
fans
when it came
that
to
he
shit not
lost his
related to
confidence.
music, in memes.
Meanwhile, the man who once controversially said that no
YK, I don't know why he's a part of this conversation. I'm not gonna hold you.
let his image get ruined through social media antics, which damaged his credibility. Carrying an inflated ego, which had
They
him
really do
labeling
need to
himself
stop
as
clowning
the
him
king
though.
of
I'm not gonna
R&B,
lie, cause he
even
really
as
do
his
just
debut
be
album,
like he just
Golden
being
Child,
himself,
topped
and
at
people
number
just be
90
clowning
on
him.
Billboards. YK's proximity to some of the biggest rappers in the game left him looking like a clown, with the likes of Lil Baby.
But I
Yachty,
think they just be
Drizzy,
playing with
openly
him though,
knocking
and
him
like social
online.
media to just be doing what social media does.
And you have to perform the song song right now in the crib. What are we talking
Like,
about?
I
I'm
really,
giving
like,
you
you know what I'm
out.
saying? Like,
I'm
maybe
not
Drake
begging
was,
you.
like, halfway joking, halfway serious. But it's like, people on social media just be like, damn, bro, like, damn, Drake just bitching him. Like,
While other
da-da-da,
artists within the New
ah.
Jack Swing
Like, you
vein
feel me?
Keith Sweat, Teddy Riley, and Bobby Brown created music with the charts in mind, one other issue that is plaguing male R&B is that it seems like a lot of its leading lights are more interested in creating their own world than they are aiming to
Who the
dominate
fuck
the
is this
charts.
nigga?
Case in point, Miguel, who used to command respect and adoration since the drop of his sophomore album Kaleidoscope Dreams, has walked a strange path in that he was once at the top and then seemed to willingly step out of the spotlight. Being the subject of memes after he accidentally leg dropped a woman.
I
from the
remember that.
stage,
That was him?
Miguel's music has become increasingly
Miguel?
unapproachable in a way that suggests he has no intentions of being the marketable star.
He looks like a
that he
Mexican
was once
prince.
groomed as. His 2017 album War and Leisure only reached number 9.
Am I
on the
gonna get
Billboard
canceled for
charts,
that?
Where he was used to being in the top
Am
5
I
of his
racist now?
previous albums. Now, he hasn't been seen on the charts since 2020. By refusing to make commercial music, a divide was created between what he wanted to make and what his fans wanted to hear, which left him unable to recapture the buzz he first had.
So
In
he's one of
recent
those
years,
rare breeds
this
of,
has
like,
been
you
an
know,
issue for
spiritual
many
miracle
prominent
R&B niggas.
artists. From Ty Dolla $ign to Black, Drum, and others, the music that they wish
It's
to
a nice
make
picture.
versus what's capable of driving sales are two totally different things. The Weeknd, whose signature sound was pursued by Drake for OVO, has also been deviating from the revolutionary sound that he originally created in 2015. While
I don't
he
know what
imitated
would you
but
call
never
The
repeated,
Weeknd's music
it
though.
seemed
He
like
just
his
dropped a
moody
song with
melancholy take on SoundCloud have set the
our
tone for modern R&B, but instead, The Weeknd set his sights on something bigger, conquering pop, because you guessed it,
Ariana
he has
Grande.
no intention of giving fans exactly what they expected.
God
Back
damn.
in 2012, when I was continuing to do that kind of music, people were fed up with it. They were like, "This is all he can do?" He told Pitchfork. "I owe it to myself to show the world how versatile I can be, because that's not all I can do. Why can't I try something that challenges me as an artist? I didn't have to learn," he said about writing pop songs. "It's always been in me. I just had to be confident enough to let it out. Working with producers like Max Martin and Kanye West, I've learned to do certain things technically and make songs in different ways than I usually would, but it's always been in there. I'm a pop artist. You could put me in one category." Existing within his own lane, Brent Faiyaz seems to be
Okay,
one of
that's
those
another
times,
name that I
even
was
while
kind of
holding
waiting
no
for it
desire
to pop
be
up.
labeled as the next face of R&B. Even more impressively,
I heard his
his
name here
album
and there.
Wasteland landed at
Yeah,
number
alright.
2 without him sacrificing his independence. And much like many others who briefly saw success before it blew past,
He got a lot of
Brent has
Bryson
no
Tiller
need to
comparisons.
cater to what audiences expect from an R&B singer.
It's funny because today Puffy tweeted out something like "Who killed R&B?" and it always seems like a conversation around challenging the state of R&B. Like, is what going on now meet the standards of the past, of the '90s and the 2000s and stuff like
I
that?
mean,
Like,
people are so stuck in that classic. There's people that wouldn't classify me as an R&B artist. There's people that's like, that ain't R&B. That ain't what I know. And if that's the case, then I guess not. I personally don't live and die by no damn genre. I really don't care. If you think it's R&B music, cool. If you don't think it's R&B music, cool. I just be making music. People love it.
Okay,
In
stand on
Brent,
your
and
shit.
to a lesser extent, Steve Lacy, we see that R&B today has become less of a playground for the romantic playboys of the past and more of a place for experimentalism. Now, the idea of a heartthrob
Word.
like Usher or a Marion is out of date.
Nah,
And the
everybody was
artistry is
obsessed with
everything. So while it
Marion.
might
I'm
mean
not gonna
that
lie, a lot of
R&B
y'all
is
mothers and
once needed
aunties
to
was
sort
probably
of
getting their
dead,
panties
there
wet
are worse
over
things to have
a Marion
than
back
overwhelming
in,
amount
you know,
of
the old
content.
days. Not gonna lie to
So,
y'all.
there was a sequel.
Damn, bro, this shit just keeps on popping up. But that was a very good video. Like and like, what's the word? Subscribe. Do that. You feel me? Subscribe and like the video and type shit. And, you know, see you next time. Yeah.